Hey everybody, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Long time no see. I hope you guys are doing well. I have wanted to get a message to you guys, to the greater collective here, for a while, but it just wasn't the right time. I went on vacation earlier in this month of November. I spent a week up in New York. It was great, and I'm back, and I'm refreshed, and I'm ready to go, and I want to get a collective message for the month of November. But really, really what I'm really wanting to focus on right now is this new moon that we're going to be experiencing. Now, I did just do a Patreon message for the new moon that was very much connected to the first message that we had for the month of November. So if you're on Patreon and if you haven't checked that out yet, go right ahead. If you'd like to get on Patreon, patreon.com/divine conversations, check us out. This is just going to be a monthly check-in, but understand we do have a new moon that we're coming up on the 15th of November, which is a Friday. And so I'm just going to let the energies flow. We're just going to get general messages. If this is relevant for the new moon energies for you, then please take it. If not, take it as it resonates. Put it into your life or as it fits. This is a general reading. Yes, we're reading for the big, greater collective here on YouTube. So this is a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I want to get some general overall messages here. And then I want to get some love messages. So stay tuned. If anybody wants to timestamp anything, you are more than welcome to do so. So just to get this part out of the way, we do, again, like I said, excuse me, we have a new moon coming up. Now, here on Divine Conversations, we do practice, we look at this, we look at astrology from the, what's either considered true sidereal astrology or constellational astrology, whichever you want to call it. I do like to now call it constellational, because we are looking at we're looking at the position of the planets from the point of view of the Earth at this moment in time. So if you were to look up at the sky at any given moment, this is where things would actually be versus where they are in traditional astrology or tropical astrology. Okay. So for this new moon, it's kind of straddling two energies. The sun is going to be in Libra, where the sun is right now, actually. And again, the new moon is on November 15th, Friday, November 15th. Okay. So the sun will be in Libra. Shout out to all my Libras out there. Hey. But the moon is gonna start in Aries, and then by the end of the new moon energies, it's going to be in Taurus. So it's shifting from Aries into Taurus during this time of the new moon. And on top of that, the moon is going to be conjuncting Uranus. Okay. So we also have Saturn stationing retrograde, and because this not only involves Libra but also involves Taurus, there is a heavy Venusian influence here, right? So we're talking money, career, finances, and love. Okay. And also personal self-growth. The biggest, and this is what I was talking about over on Patreon. Again, if you're not on Patreon and you want to get in on it, check it out. Where is this blonde hair coming from? This is definitely not mine. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. That is weird. Anyway, there is a massive personal transformation that is happening here for the greater collective. This could be you moving into a new career path, you getting into a new mindset of wanting to be in a new career path. This could be you really transforming in terms of love, self-love, and so which is allowing a new form of love to come in. We're definitely going to get some love messages towards the end here, so stay tuned for that. Personal transformation, personal self-growth, especially since the moon is going to be conjuncting over Uranus, who, if you've been following me for the 444 on the counter, if you've been following me for the last few years, you know I was talking a lot about Uranus's transit through Aries, which Uranus is in the very beginning stages of Taurus. Right now it is retrograde and is going to be moving back into Aries before he stations direct. But if you've been following me for this time period, you've heard me talk heavily about the personal transformation that Uranus has been influencing upon us over all this time, because Uranus was in Aries, did move into Taurus. Again, true sidereal astrology, constellational astrology. We are not looking at this from a traditional tropical astrology point of view, okay? Keep that in mind. Cross references with whatever astrologers, readers, books, or whatnot that you tend to resonate with or follow with. So there. All right. So I feel like this new moon, especially with Saturn stationing direct at this time during this new moon, I really feel like there is a massive personal transformation that is coming online for many of us. Okay. And it's really just about getting the ball rolling in the new phase. It's not really, for some of you, I keep hearing the phrase hit the ground running. I'm not sure if you're expecting to have to do that, if you're wanting to do that, if you feel like you're going to need to do that. I don't know. But really the big message that I've already channeled so far, which we did talk about on Patreon today, is relax. Allow yourself to settle into the energy. Allow yourself to ease into the energy. There is really, I mean, maybe this anxious, let's get going energy is coming from the Aries influence, but understand that we're going from Aries. The moon is transitioning from Aries into Taurus during this new moon. So Taurus is not is not an energy that's moving too quickly. Okay? It's slow and steady. You know, it's practical. It's doing things by the book, yes, but doing things practically speaking. Like there isn't this rush energy of Aries. Taurus doesn't work that way. All right. So, and also there is a feeling here of maturing, which makes sense since we're going from, the moon is going from Aries, transiting from Aries into Taurus. There is a sense of maturing involved with this. Okay, so good. Excellent. Let's get into this, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to smash that like button for me if you appreciate this, if you're enjoying this reading, if it resonates for you. It does help to get it out there to more people. Also, smash the subscribe button if you're interested. So good to be here with you guys. All right, Spirit, new moon energies, please, and just general messages for the collective at this time. I'm going to give this 2 more shuffles here. Please excuse me, I'm a bit congested at the moment. All right, last shuffle. What's going on for the collective this month? New moon energies. Also, we will have a full moon towards the end of the month, and maybe I'll come back to wrap things up, to do another extra reading for the collective for the full moon, but don't quote me on that. We'll see. But let's just, for right now, what messages do we have for the collective here, please, Spirit, for the month of November? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I do actually, let's just pull one more, just one more, please, Spirit, just to round this out. There we go. Okay, all right, excellent. Okay, things are definitely changing this month. You have the Wheel of Fortune here as your overall energy. Now, the Wheel of Fortune has kind of been, if I remember correctly, the Wheel of Fortune has been a pretty prominent figure or a prominent energy for the collective. And I don't mean just from my readings. There are some people that I still do watch in terms of readings. I don't really watch readings that much anymore, but I have a few. One of them, my newest favorite, is a gentleman that goes by the name of Pluto Bean, Pluto as in the planet, and then Bean as in like a little bean. It's 2 words, I believe, and he's been, the Wheel of Fortune has been coming through a lot in his readings, and then the Wheel of Fortune has also been coming through for our collective here. Big change is happening, okay? And you're on, what I'm hearing is you are on a desirable side of this change, and if that is the case, then that means you've been doing your work. What do we mean by doing your work? You've been working with your inner child, healing your inner child, emotional work, mental work, physical work, whatever. Okay. This is really interesting, though. The first two cards that you have here are the King of Cups and the World, but they did come out in reverse. And then with that, though, oh, sorry, I couldn't even see it. With that, though, is the Chariot after that, all right? Now, I think you... Because when I started this session here, love messages were heavily coming through. Desire for love messages was heavily coming through. So this is probably has to do with love for some of you. And the first thing I am seeing is a transition from someone who is emotionally manipulative, emotionally unstable, emotionally immature, emotionally volatile, which is the same as unstable. And a cycle surrounding that. A negative cycle that is surrounding that. And what I'm hearing with this is coming to an end. Now, I want to make something very clear. This could represent a physical person in your life. Don't get me wrong. It could also represent multiple people, 1111 on the counter. But the physical representation, the external beings in your life that are represented by this are not nearly as important as what you have going on internally that makes you a vibrational match to them. Okay? Now, and this is something that I have already understood, already figured out, but it was Pluto Bean. It was Pluto Bean that was saying this. I had already figured this out. You've even heard me say this multiple times, but to hear him say it in this, it was a collective reading that I was watching. To hear him say it was so validating and was so like, yes, we're on the same page here. It's never truly the other person's fault. Was it him? It must have been something else. I think it was something else that I was watching, because someone was saying was literally saying, oh God, I'm sorry. I need to put this into words. And I'm jumping all over the place. Sorry, ADHD is kicking in. The fact of the matter is, I know what I was watching. I was watching Charlotte Dobre. I am obsessed with her, by the way. She is gorgeous. I could stare at her all day. But I was watching, she makes these reaction videos, and one of it was like about marriages or bridezillas, or not bridezillas, momzillas or mother-in-lawzillas, whatever. But somebody was saying in this reaction, somebody was talking about how you could sit there and blame your toxic ex all you want, but really they're not the problem. In your life, you are the problem. And it's not until you can really sit down with yourself and look at it this way, and look at yourself and be like, okay, what am I going through here? What am I experiencing? What am I doing that is toxic, that is only perpetuating this cycle? And until you can look at yourself and have that moment with yourself, you're never going to break out of this cycle. So I say all that to say, sorry, long-winded, 333, and I'm jumping all over the place. But I say all that to say, this could actually represent a specific person, even multiple people in your life. And you may be able to sit here and say to me, yeah, Eric, it's this person. I know who that is. It's this guy, this guy, this guy, or it's this girl, this girl, this girl. Yeah, okay. But what's the common denominator in all of this? You. And you are never going to break that cycle until you can recognize that. Right? So that's what I see it here in this. Okay? You are breaking out of this cycle, and the next card here is the Chariot. So you're getting yourself into that balanced state. You're bringing your light and your dark, your good, your bad, your masculine, your feminine. Okay? You're bringing that into balance, and that is driving you forward in your life. That is breaking these cycles here. This cycle, overall energy at the bottom of the deck, is the Wheel of Fortune to the Three of Swords. This cycle of heartbreak to the Two of Pentacles. Going back and forth. Finding yourself in this situation over and over and over again, only to end up in the same place. You have to start looking at yourself. You have to start taking responsibility for it. Because yes, whether it's the same person or just different people with the same matching energies. It doesn't matter. There is always one common denominator, and that common denominator is you. So until you can change that cycle within yourself, until you can change this part of you that makes you susceptible or a magnetic, a match to emotionally volatile, emotionally unstable, emotionally manipulative, immature individuals, until you can heal that within yourself, you're never going to end this cycle. But you are at this point, or whomever this message is for, you are. And it looks like you're moving forward. You're going from the King of Cups reversed to the King of Pentacles upright. So again, yes, this can represent another person in your life, but ultimately it starts with you. So you're becoming more stable, more grounded, maybe more business folk oriented, more materially oriented, okay, but for practical reasons. You have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Three of Pentacles. So I do see this as somewhat of a relationship for some of you here. And take this as it resonates, okay? But how it boils down for me here is you're definitely growing up, and you're going from more of a fun-loving, exciting energy, you know, just in it for a good time, or in it for a wild ride, or in it for the emotional rush or the adrenaline rush or whatnot, whatever, to really being way more practical about it, more grounded, more stable, more down to earth about it. And also keep in mind, at the bottom of the deck here, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords to the Two of Pentacles. Underneath the Two of Pentacles is the counterpart to the King of Pentacles. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Yeah, this is definitely a maturing energy. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands to the Eight of Swords. You're not allowing you don't want to be involved with the mental entrapment anymore. You've gotten yourself out of the mental entrapment of the woe is me energy I'm hearing, and you're more practically mindset. You're in a more of a practical mindset. I'm gonna have to call him back. You're in a more of a practical mindset, okay? And you are growing, and you're growing up. You're growing up, guys. And you're not wanting to be involved with anything that keeps you here. Stuck, bound, mentally, any sort of gaslighting, any sort of abuse. That's what this King of Cups in reverse would give you. But you're growing out of that. You're maturing now. And if you're not actually involved with someone specifically here, you're in an energy of wanting to take the time, in a practical mindset, wanting to build slowly but surely, wanting to take things one step at a time, okay? Wanting a team effort, wanting to be a team player. Some of you already have an individual in your life at this time. Again, I'm getting heavy love and relationship energies here. This is like, it felt like the main thing that you guys wanted to talk about. Of course, I want to cover all bases for you, but this seems to be the main thing that wants to be talked about here, so let's do it. Some of you have an individual in your lives that is very practically mind-oriented, that you have been slowly building a relationship with. But there were other energies involved, i.e. this King of Cups in reverse type energy, who was kind of blocking the situation, and who may have been manipulating the situation with you, or at least trying to manipulate the situation with you so that it wouldn't end. But you put the kibosh to that. And the way you put the kibosh to that was simply getting yourself balanced. Putting yourself in the driver's seat and taking the reins, the chariot, and taking the reins and saying, taking control of your life and saying, we're driving in this direction now. So what I'm seeing with the King of Cups reversed and the World in reverse, this is a past energy. I literally feel like this is an energy that you are just swiping to the side and saying, no more, we're done with this. We're not going to keep perpetuating this cycle over and over again. Or at least I'm not going to allow you to manipulate me into continuing to perpetuate the cycle anymore, because I am way more self-aware and way more balanced and mature even in my energy now to keep than to allow this to happen. And that is exactly what is changing the fates for you here, Wheel of Fortune, as your overall energy, and allowing someone new and way more practically mindset, practically oriented into your life. Someone that you can actually build a harmonious and balanced relationship with. Now, if this does not resonate for you on a romantic level, if you're more looking for messages surrounding everything but romance, this still applies to you. Because the main message here for the collective, whether this is for the new moon or this is just your general energy for the month of November, it doesn't matter. The main message that I'm hearing here is a more practically oriented mindset. Way more grounded, way more down to earth, and also way more mature. I feel like whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, but I feel like you were in this King of Cups energy in the past in reverse. Unable to keep your emotions in check, maybe even not really knowing what it is you want. And that allowed you to be very emotionally susceptible to emotional mood swings and being overtaken by emotions and all that kind of stuff. You are way more practically oriented, way more practical of a mindset. Some of you may actually be ready to start a new business venture, a new avenue for yourself, a new career path, whatever. Maybe working on your finances, getting your finances in check. Financially speaking, especially with this King of Cups in reverse here, feeling like that's a past energy for you. You have matured to a place where now you can actually get your finances off the ground or grow financially somehow. I want to clarify. I want to talk a little bit more. I want to get some more clarity on the King of Cups and the World in reverse here for you guys. Hold on. Yeah. Let's clarify this King of Cups and the World, please, Spirit. What's this King of Cups reverse? World in reverse. Oh, shoot. Wow. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles that's come out here, and I put the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles to the side just so that I could focus on these two, and the Ten of Pentacles showed up here and fell on top of them. There is, I mean, more practically oriented, long-term oriented, long-term goals. Definitely business ventures are in play here. Tell me more. King of Cups, the World in reverse, please. Here's the Queen of Pentacles again. All these pentacles are coming out for you. 333 on the counter. Definitely an energy of self-worth. Damn. Look at this, you guys. Okay. All right. So, I can't make this stuff up, you guys. So, we have both of the counterparts here. You were susceptible to emotionally volatile situations. And I guess I don't need to break this up. This is the love message that y'all were looking for, so there you go. And if this doesn't resonate as love for you, then take it as emotional instability, emotional volatility, and maybe even lacking in emotional boundaries. Because you have the last three cards that have come out here are the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Now, understand that the Queen of Cups is upright, whereas the King of Cups here, which is what we were clarifying, is reversed. All right? This is the emotional manipulator. And the Queen of Cups here is the one that is, she can be emotionally manipulative too, but she's the one who is most likely going to be manipulated. Because when she's negatively oriented, she does not have proper boundaries. So anybody can come up in here and just make a whole mess and then leave without saying as much as a thank you. Let alone cleaning up after themselves, right? She's left to clean up for it by herself when she doesn't have the proper boundaries. But looky here. Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands, Five of Swords. You've got those boundaries now. Or at least you're developing them, putting them into place. Because we ain't having this shit no more. Five of Swords. This is the type of energy where you just lay your sword down and walk away. Back away slowly. Don't turn your back to them. Just back away slowly. Just remove yourself from the situation. So, I'm hearing the emotional volatility is gone. I feel like you have the emotional intelligence. You've been doing the work because she is intently staring into her cup, right? She knows exactly what her emotions are when she's properly oriented. You've been doing the work to understand yourself and to understand why you may have been emotionally volatile, why you may have been stuck in these cycles with this emotional abuser, this narcissistic energy. Five of Cups. I'm sorry, 555 on the counter, King of Cups. You have put a stop to this because you started to understand yourself. You started to do the work to say, wait a second, I'm the common denominator here. How do I end this cycle? Put up the boundaries, right? Against this toxic energy, this lose-lose energy. Nobody wins here. This King of Cups might think he won in manipulating you and blah, 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 but no, he ended up getting the shit end of the stick. Why? Because you put up your boundaries. You figured it out. You said, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. Right? And you have shifted. You have completely shifted your energy from being an emotional, a match to this emotional, volatile, and emotionally immature energy, and now have shifted yourself into the energies of being more practically oriented. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the King of Pentacles again. Long-term goals, long-term oriented. This is a very good omen. Now, you do have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. And what this is saying to me here is this is all about intuition, trusting your intuition, because nothing is as it seems. And this is all about looking into the depths of yourself, looking into the darkness of yourself, looking into the dark corners of yourself, and accepting it for what it is, accepting yourself for who you are, and even who you are in that moment where you start to realize, holy shit, the common denominator is me. But that puts you into direct alignment with what it is you're truly here for, what it is you're truly capable of, what it is you're truly desiring, what it is you truly want in the long term. And a partner that reflects that. Okay, since the King of Pentacles has come out here twice, I want to clarify this. So clarify this King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles energy, but mainly the King of Pentacles. Clarify this King of Pentacles for us. Ooh, ooh. Ten of Swords is first. With the Six of Pentacles and the Fool. Wow. So this King of Pentacles comes in, or is able to come in, or for some of you, you're able to embody this King of Pentacles energy. You're able to embody this King of Pentacles energy because you are finally done with the bullshit. Ten of Swords. And you're ready to have something balanced and reciprocal. So you take that leap of faith. Hold on a second. There's a crew working out over there. I just wanted to see. Okay. Again, more practically oriented, more of a practical mindset. Take that as it resonates. Whether you have someone in your life right now who is aligned with this for you, or you are in this mindset that's going to allow this to be brought in. You have the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. What I see, there's a moment here where you realize you did not want to be left out in the cold any longer. But see, that's the thing. That really should be our title for this energy, this reading. Recognizing that you're the common denominator, or that you were the problem, so to speak. Because these people are out here destitute, out in the cold, right? Battered and bruised, probably hungry, needing to rest. But they have sanctuary right behind them if they would just turn around and look. You have sanctuary available to you if you have the ability to heal this within you if you just look within and stop externalizing the situation and blaming the external circumstances. The external circumstances are a reflection of your internal reality. The external is never going to change until the internal does. And that is the tipping point. That is the changing point here. Finally asking for help. Finally realizing that you were the problem the whole time. That's what this feels like. And that's not to say that you're anything bad. It just means that there was healing that was necessary to get you to break out of this cycle. Okay, so now with that said, I want to talk about the Chariot here for you. Yes? Chariot for the collective, please. And keep in mind, guys, this is actually 100% aligning with the energies that I've been channeling for the new moon, because I feel like there's this really intense personal change. A realignment of who you are, of stepping into a brand new version of yourself that, quite frankly, you've been working on, we've all been working on for the longest time. Throughout Uranus's transit from Aries into Taurus. And this is so perfect because Uranus is retrograde right now. And Uranus is going to move back from Taurus into Aries before it goes direct again. But this is like setting you up. I'm seeing this slingshot or like the bow and arrow type of energy where you pull backwards only to be launched forward when the time is right. Yeah? So you could even be readdressing some of these things or revisiting them. Some of them are coming up, but it's only as like to put that final nail in the coffin for you, or put that final fine-tuning on the new version of yourself, or the fine-tuning, the finer details on that new vehicle, that new car you've got. That's gonna accelerate, that's gonna drive you forward to some really beautiful places once the time is right. Yeah? And we're getting there. Okay, so we're clarifying. Gosh. Come on, you guys. We're clarifying the Chariot, and look at that. Look at what came out. The World and the Eight of Wands. Come on. I was just saying this. Putting the final finishing touches on put the final cap on that situation in the past to close it out, the World, and to transition into the next phase, and to be shot forward with precision. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands can be seen as that archer that's pulling the arrow and aiming for the spot. You got clear and open space. There is nothing obstructing your view, nothing obstructing your path between you and your target. And we did have the World here come out the first time in the beginning, but it was reversed. And that is because you were unwilling or unable to see where your emotional volatility, your emotional instability, your lack of being able to be honest with yourself really comes in. No. But no. The Chariot, it represents you putting the end to that, just like I was saying. 33 on the counter. Anything else for the Chariot, for the collective? The Three of Cups, celebration, like-minded individuals. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Okay. Temperance finally came out in these readings. I was surprised it didn't come out in the Patreon reading, but it's finally here for the greater collective, and that makes sense. You have the Three of Cups here. This is a hive mind mentality, like-minded individuals, yes. It's also individuals that kind of like drink the Kool-Aid, you know. But you have that with the Three of Cups. You have the Three of Wands, Temperance, and Strength. And what this is saying to me here is that you had the strength, or you have the strength to look at where it is you want to go, what it is you want to achieve, what it is you want to, what ships you want to prepare for to come into your dock. and take the actual action steps to get yourself there, to prepare for it. Balance the waters out, alchemize something new, and have the strength to actually do it. Which would be separating from these hive minds, these like-minded individuals, these familiar circumstances, familiar social groups, familiar relationships. And that puts you right in the perfect place to start new. Ace of Pentacles. Here's that Ace of Pentacles that is ultimately going to get you to the 10. But you have to clear up and clear out this energy. The familiar. What's always been, you know? The type of people that you've always dated, or the type of cycles that you've always been in, or this one person specifically, if it's this one person, if it is one person. You got to clear out the familiar so you can really get started on the new. I love this for us. I love this for you. Okay, Spirit's saying closing messages. I want to move to my love decks here. We're going to start with the Island Time Wellness. This is my shadow deck. Let's get some messages, some closing messages, please, Spirit, for this month, for this November check-in, but also for this new moon energy, because I really do feel like this new moon is really setting something off here. Really setting something off. Something really could be changing during this new moon energy. Something could be getting off the ground. A new business venture, a new relationship, whatever. Closing messages, please. So what are we closing out here? Okay, so we have girl talk here. This did fly on the floor, but this to me is resonating with the Three of Cups energy. This does say time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Time with friends, happily single. That's what I feel like could be coming to an end here. Not to say that you're leaving, you're never going to speak to your friends again. But in certain cases, for some of you, I do feel like that certain toxic friends groups that you just don't want to be a part of any longer. That's coming to an end. The energy of happily single might be coming to an end. And that's not a bad thing, okay? Because you do have date here. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan or set a date. So that's going to resonate with some of you. You have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. And then you have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. But this sun, what did I do with the deck? Oh, and then overall at the bottom of the deck you have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past. Yeah, learn from the past and make memories. I feel like this sunglasses energy is what's on its way out. Sunglasses energy and the girl talk energy, that's what it's on its way out for you right now. Gaslighting is really standing out here. That would be the King of Cups in reverse. Okay. Whether I feel like you either have somebody that you can experience this with now, or you're going to be meeting someone in the near future. And that all has to do with the work that you're putting into this change in reality for yourself. And it's not about, getting all pretty and getting new clothes and making more money. It's more about cleaning up your emotional environment internally. Dealing with the issues that cause you to be in an energetic alignment with someone like this. Recognizing that you are the common denominator here, that you have been the problem, if you want to say. That's how you receive this. That's how you will be receiving this if you haven't already. And it's absolutely, temperance is standing out here. It's absolutely not even about rushing anything. It's about letting it happen. Okay? But I feel like you already are aware of that. Or you're already in that energy. Let's get some messages from the romance angels. Ooh, my neighbor is cooking something and it smells good. I have not eaten today. I need to do that. I also need to go grocery shopping. Last shuffle here. All right. What else we got? Closing messages, please, Spirit. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. All right. Hey, look. Take it as it resonates, y'all. This is a general reading. This isn't for everybody, all right? So if this resonates for you, then take it. If this is not resonating for you, then please do not try and make it fit where it doesn't naturally fit into your life, okay? But if this is something, maybe you're finding that it doesn't necessarily resonate with you right now, but it's something that you want to be in alignment with, that is good, okay? So take the advice. Start to do the internal work. Start to look for where the common denominator lies. Start to really look at yourself. Go inward and start to think about, meditate on, contemplate on what it is you've got going on internally that perpetuates these cycles for you. Okay? Because it's really not about the other person. You can't do anything about the other person's growth. The only person you have control over is yourself. And if you keep allowing yourself to cycle through the energies, the responses, the drama, whatnot, whatever, that perpetuates this for yourself, then you really have no one else to blame but yourself. Okay? It starts with you. Closing messages, please. Passion. Ooh. Anything else? Okay. You have getting to know each other, passion, and keep an open mind. Encouragement there for you. Passion is coming through here strong. Okay? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, but you see, that's where this mature, practically more grounded, more down-to-earth mindset comes into play. This King of Cups energy in reverse is like so delusional. So delusional. Wrapped up in fantasy, chases emotional highs. But when you grow out of that and you get that more down to earth, you mature, you realize what it is you may have been chasing before is really not actually what you want. And maybe what you have in front of you right now, a certain specific person potentially, is actually more of what you really truly wanted than you thought. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Any other closing messages here? I want to get the unicorns again, but I'm going to use this deck this time. Yeah? Closing messages, please. Last shuffle. Celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. Oh, yes. One more. There's one more they're telling me. Whoop. Okay, well, there's two more then. We've got possibility. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. And then we have abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. There you go, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic month. Happy new moon to you. And I look forward to connecting with you again very, very soon. Yes? Excellent. Bye.